Hello students, in this series of lecture we'll be talking about biotechnology principles and processes and the various applications of it. So this is just an introductory lecture. In this lecture we'll be discussing the what is the meaning of biotechnology, what is the raw definition of it, and what is the most accepted definition of it. It is actually by EFB, that is European Federation of Biotechnology. And in this lecture we'll be also discussing this like few important terminology, because it is very important to go and to get your vocabulary straight. Otherwise the growth or when you learn this chapter, the actually growth become very slow or become very sluggish. So it is actually very advisable to know like the meaning of certain terms. And this chapter actually has to do with the genetics a lot, so I'll be doing a quick revision of genetics, which is actually important to understand biotechnology, right? So I'll just get started over here. So let's just start, like, what is the meaning of biotechnology? In rough sense or in raw sense, we can say the uses of enzymes and microbes for our welfare, right? For actually human being welfare, to get a particular product and to get a particular process done. So that is the rough definition of biotechnology. Now, what is the shortcoming of this definition is that then this may also include the formation of curd using lactobacillus, or in the bread industry or in the alcohol industry, especially the beer and wine industry, we use certain enzymes called maltase, invertase, zymase, amylase. So this is a very traditional exercise, right? This is a very traditional process. It is not something very new. And when we use the word biotechnology, we actually mean something like much more advanced, because it is not like 200-300 years old branch. It is a relatively, it's a very new and very recent branch. And the processes which I've just discussed, like the bread industry and wine industry, these are actually very old processes. So can we like put these things into the topic of biotechnology? Yes, we can. So that's why we have a more universal definition. Before coming to the definition, I'll discuss that what in true sense, in modern world, what is the meaning of biotechnology. In modern world, what happened is, like, okay, I'll start just with a very relevant examples. Recently, we all are actually going through this situation of COVID-19. So what happened during COVID-19, all of us has became aware of this term called RT-PCR test. So what is RT-PCR test? The full form is reverse transcription polymerase chain reaction. So before explaining the term or the meaning of this test is, we have to go back into the genetics part. So what happened is, you should know what is the central dogma of biology. It is very important, and it is actually very much relevant over here to understand the topic in actually true depth. So what happened is, there is a molecule called DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid, right? From deoxyribonucleic acid, we get another molecule with the help of certain enzymes known as what? The RNA. To be very precise, it is known as what? The mRNA. mRNA stands for messenger ribonucleic acid. Okay. Now from mRNA we get protein. Now why we are discussing, just don't get confused over here, because see, any character that you see, any enzymes that our body produce, is basically the result of this central dogma of biology. From DNA we get mRNA, from mRNA we get what? Protein. And protein in true sense, what it is protein? It is not just something which is required to build muscles and everything. Protein is also needed, or enzymes are also nothing but a type of protein only, which is required for doing the basic functionality on our body. It can be the muscle activity, it can be the digestion process. There are n number of things where the process is involved, or for that matter, any character expression is also nothing but basically is linked with the protein synthesis. So protein in the true sense of biology, it is not just related to the muscle building. It is also the color of our skin, our eyesight, or some cases various diseases that we get from the previous generation, from our ancestors. So that is also linked to what? Protein synthesis. So that is the true meaning of protein in terms of bio. So what happened? I'll just repeat myself. From DNA we get mRNA. The process is known as what? The transcription. And then from mRNA we get protein. The process is known as what? The translation. As we are on the topic of DNA, I've already discussed this topic in great details, the structure of DNA and RNA, in another video. I'll provide the link in the description. I think you should check it out. Let's move ahead with the normal discussion about biotechnology for now. Now I'll come back to the word RT-PCR. RT stands for reverse transcription right? So what happens in transcription? We get from DNA to mRNA. So what will happen in reverse transcription? We'll getting from what the mRNA to DNA. That is RT, reverse transcription, right? Polymerase chain reaction, it's actually very simple to explain. Once we get a particular product, actually we want the product in the large volume so we can test it very conveniently. So for that we start the polymerase chain reaction. For that, of course, certain enzymes are required which is present in like many bacteria, so we can extract those things from bacteria, or we can put our desired genes which we want to have like in larger quantity inside the bacteria and they will multiply it, right? So these are like very cutting edge technology. In this we have to like cut the DNA at a particular site. So the enzymes which are responsible for cutting the DNA are known as what the restriction enzymes. Restriction enzymes are the broader category of a class of enzymes known as what the nucleases. So nucleases are again of two types: endonucleases, exonucleases. Exonucleases basically change the DNA at the end part, at the end of the DNA, and endonuclease can cut the DNA from the internally, from the internal part of the DNA. Which part? It actually depends upon the enzymes. You have like many endonucleases which can cut the DNA at a particular site, okay, which is desired. So RT-PCR test actually has to do something with this process from RNA actually, because that viral RNA is present in our body. From this actually we get the DNA, and that's how we test it. Polymerase chain reaction is what? Just to multiply it like in many fold so that actually we can test it conveniently. So that is polymerase chain reaction. We also spoke about just now restriction enzymes. So they are basically what required to cut the DNA at a particular site, because the entire DNA do not code for protein. It is just a certain segment of DNA. So if you know the desired part of the DNA which is giving a particular RNA, which in turn giving you a particular protein, that is the end product. So we need to cut the DNA at a particular site. We should be able to do it. For that, restriction enzymes come in the picture, right? And this DNA, when we cut the desired part of the DNA, we actually what? Add it to what? In a particular plasmid. Now what is plasmid? Plasmid is nothing but this circular DNA. It is present in certain bacteria. So we have to cut the plasmid also with the same restriction enzyme from which we are cutting the desired DNA, okay, which is responsible for the desired product. So same restriction enzyme we are supposed to use. So plasmid is nothing but the circular DNA. There are certain more enzymes over here which I think I can add over here. The enzyme which is required to what? Attach to part of DNA. Those are known as what? The DNA ligase. So DNA ligase are the enzymes which are required to what? To attach the DNA. To cut the DNA, we have restriction enzymes. To attach the DNA, we have what? The DNA ligase. Now one fragment of DNA actually we should also be aware of. That thing is ORI, or also known as what? The origin of replication. Origin of replication is nothing but a certain segment in the DNA which is responsible for the replication of DNA. So if you want to multiply our desired genes, you have to make sure you're adding the desired gene or the desired code in the part of the chromosome which has origin of replication. So then only we can what? Multiply it like what? Many times. There are polymerase enzymes which are already present in certain bacteria when we add this our foreign genes, which help in what? The multiplication of the desired genes and hence the desired product. You should also be aware of this term called bacteriophage. Bacteriophage is nothing but a virus which actually affects the bacteria. It is very much required for the cloning vector. Okay, now what is vector? Vector is something basically which carries the disease. Like mosquitoes are vector, right? They carry a particular disease, particular parasite with them, and they affect the human being. Similarly, in this DNA sense also we need a particular vector over there. We make the changes in the vector, we put it in a certain other bacteria, and that other bacteria will be what? Multiplying it. That is known as what? The cloning vector. So we are clear with the term plasmid, bacteriophage, restriction enzymes, nucleases, exonucleases and endonucleases. So these are the basic terminology that you should know about it, and their applications are many. So I have already discussed the RT-PCR test, also the various vaccines that we get. They are like DNA based vaccines, RNA based vaccines. The COVID vaccines are basically RNA based vaccines, specifically which was designed by Moderna and Pfizer. So these two companies actually mostly provide the vaccine for the US country, and to all the country where actually they have exported it. So those vaccines which were actually developed by Moderna and Pfizer was basically RNA based vaccines, and the vaccine that we are using, that is Covishield in India, so that vaccine is vector based what do you call vaccine. But again, this biotechnology is actually a prime branch which is actually what required in both the vaccines, whether it is vector based or whether it is RNA based. So these are the very cutting edge technologies, right? So for that is actually the true sense of biotechnology. Now how do we define it? So the definition by the European Federation of Biotechnology, or EFB, is the most accepted one because it has taken the traditional view as well as the modern view and gave us a very much universal definition. It defines biotechnology as this, quotes, the integration of natural sciences and organisms, cells, parts thereof, and molecular analogues for product and services, end quote. One more application actually we can add over here, that is what the in vitro fertilization. So what is the meaning of vitro? Vitro means outside the body. Fertilization is nothing but the fusion of gametes. So what happens in vitro fertilization? It is also known as what the test tube baby. We take a healthy sperm, we take a healthy egg, and we fuse them what outside the body in a right culture medium, and after the certain growth we put it back in the uterus wall. So that thing is known as what the in vitro fertilization. It has also application in producing certain pest resistance variety of crop, which is actually very important because we do not need to use external pesticide, external more chemicals, which is actually in long run it is actually very harmful for the soil as well as for the human being. So pest resistance crops we can develop using this biotechnology. We can produce insulin artificially because previously we have to slaughter certain animals to get the insulin out of them. Now artificially we can produce insulin in very large quantity, right? So the problem can be solved actually for the large number of people, right? And of course it is a cheaper alternative. And then it is required in producing a gene therapy, right? If we are aware that certain genes is responsible for a particular disease, in advance actually what we can cut that genes using restriction enzymes, and we can replace it with the healthy genes, right? So this is all possible due to this a branch known as what the biotechnology. So it's a very modern branch which uses the latest of the technology, and the most recent application you can say is the COVID vaccine that we got. So this was the all about the introduction of biotechnology. In next lecture we'll go in details with the processes, how we do it, how we take the genes out, how we put it back, how we polymerize them, right? So all those technology and principles and processes and application we'll be discussing after this. So this was it for the introduction. Thank you.